Right, okay. Immigration, I feel like it's like a human right. Like, I have very open door policy. Oh, hey, open door policy. Like, I understand, like, terrorism and all that's kind of a big deal, but I think we're a little too strict. Like, our nation does have more freedom, and we're kind of cutting a lot of people off from that freedom. And it's not right.
I actually don't like it, more not because of like immigration itself, but because the process takes so long. The process doesn't take long because the government can't approve or decline it. The process takes long because everything in the government has like a set way to do it, and they just like it's just too much effort put into little things.
I don't really know. What are the current immigration policies? I think it's probably too easy to become a U.S. citizen. I don't really know though, don't really pay much attention. But it's probably too easy too. And then get, you know, the welfare and all of the money, stuff like that.
I think it sucks. I think it needs to be changed.
How
Need
so?
to crack down on it. I think they need to get more strict on it.
Yes.
Nah, girl. Let the Mexicans in. Let's do it.
All right.
I need more enchiladas in my life. Okay.
Yeah, probably. I don't really know how they do that either.
Honestly, I feel like it's already too tight as it is. Because if somebody wants to come here, they're not just coming here for the sake of being here. Like, they want to be here. I feel like everyone should have a chance to be in the U.S. if that's what they want to do.
Yeah.
I do and I don't. I think
Think you're a fast food worker? No.
I think there's there's good of it and I think there's bad of it. So I'm kind of like a 50-50 on that.
I want minimum wage to be increased because I want more money, but also inflation kind of sucks. So, like, yes, to an extent, but I think they're trying to raise it too high that it's going to cause inflation. Like, you can raise it a little bit and it'll be like, okay. We got $1. And they're like, let's add 10.
No. Not for, like, people who work at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Maybe in some situations, like, I do think STNAs, just because I'm in nursing school, I do think that they make, like, $9 an hour. I think they should maybe get a little raise, especially if people who are working, you know, at McDonald's are going to get a raise.
Yeah, by about 40 cents. The price of living in Ohio isn't actually as expensive as it seems. So, like, if we put it over $9, the companies will actually start losing money.
Inflation, like, if people are making more money, they're going to charge us more money. Everything's going to be more expensive. Not retail. Real estate. Yeah, real estate market's going to go up real high. It's going to be real fun. Nobody's going to be... Everyone's homeless. That's what's going to happen.
You might have more people working.
More people working?
More people wanting to work.
You think people would have more of a work ethic if they're making more money? Okay.
Companies losing lots of money because it's expensive to pay a lot of people, and people's jobs, like, hours will be cut down because if you have to pay people more, then people are going to work less.
Yeah. The cost of living would go up a lot, especially if people are wanting $15 an hour.
Yeah.
To flip burgers.
Yeah.
I'd probably quit here.
Probably the economy would just fall, just be awful.
Right. You can't help getting sick.
I think it's a right. I think everybody should have health care.
So it should be provided by the...
I think the health care in the United States is actually kind of criminal. I think it should be more like Canada, where health care is more free. I think people get... Our health care is way too much for the United States.
But I do think that, you know, people should have health care, but I think healthcare should be based on, you know, what your job is. Like, so you work hard, then you should have good healthcare, you know? Stuff like that. But I do think everyone deserves, you know, healthcare. Just maybe some, I don't know.
I think it's a privilege, it's a naturalized.
Healthcare. I think it's a right.
I think it needs to be reformed. Like, I don't like healthcare reform, Obamacare, or whatever. I don't know. I don't think people should have to have health insurance, I guess.
I don't know. I don't know what to change about that.
I would have like students, like people who are going to college, them have like a healthcare system if they're in school, because I've recently had a situation where like a student actually got like punched and thought that he had a concussion, but he was really drunk, but he doesn't have health insurance. But you know, it happened on the UT campus. So I think there should be a place where people can go, you know, because that's scary if you have a oh, there is? I knew there was.
That's the amount of funding they give you, because the U.S., I believe, has $2.3 billion left in healthcare revenue per year that's unspent, simply because they only give people, I believe it's like barely over $1 million a year.
Make it more accessible. Healthcare is too expensive. Like
Well, they have the Obamacare program now, and you just have to sign up, but it's kind of crappy.
Yeah, kind of crappy. You're gonna be in debt either way, basically. Like, it's not easy to get yourself, like, it's easy to get taken care of. It's easy to go to an ER, but then they're gonna send you a bill for $500 because they did a checkup and told you that you had a common cold. Like, sorry. Not my fault. Your housing, clothing, like, just a privilege. Privilege is a big one. There's a certain entitlement that comes with being in a higher up class, and you can tell as soon as you meet somebody that they're very entitled and they don't really foresee consequences for their actions because they can pay their way out of it. Whereas in a lower class, you have to be more careful just because you can't get out of things as easily.
How about the way they talk? They approach you.
Obvious distinction, money. That's the amount of money you make defines like the people you hang with. Richer people tend to hang with richer people, poor people tend to hang with poor people. You can't relate to somebody who's spending lots of money if you can't spend it.
I don't really think you can. I know people that are like millionaires that dress in like overalls. I guess with working here, I don't really judge people by how they look, but I'm sure other people do. I guess how people dress, how they talk. I don't know. With me, it's like cursing. I think it's like you don't really sound educated.
Yeah.
With foul language like that. But so I guess that.
That's really hard. So I wouldn't say dress, because I know some people who dress like middle class nice, you know? Like, we have to dress here. We have to dress up nice here.
I'm poor.
Yeah, and we're poor. Like, I don't know. But then some people who are in, like, higher classes, they, like, what if they don't have a job, so they don't have to dress up, so they dress however they want? You know what I mean? I don't know. I would say that would be kind of like a judgment thing. I probably wouldn't know, you know.
How can you tell?
Yeah.
See, that's a bad question for me. My girlfriend's famous, very wealthy, and like I don't think they're any different. You know what I mean?
I just meant like they dress differently, maybe they talk differently, or.
No, I don't know. I guess like that's not a question for me.
Okay.
Honestly,
more you question what it really is
I wouldn't
about.
raise taxes on the higher class. I would tax their businesses more. If the businesses are paying higher taxes, they're gonna make less money.
traveling and going different places.
I think I'm one of those people that says tax the rich more, just to help. Like, not so much tax them more to make them not rich anymore. Like, a lot of people, sometimes you're born into wealth, but sometimes you work for your wealth, then you've earned it. But if you tax them more, they have the money that can help our infrastructure and help the lower classes better, rather than, you know, taxing the lower class who doesn't have the money to help themselves.
Yeah. Increase taxes on like people that make a certain amount.
I don't know much about that either. About middle class, high class. I know it's a huge thing with Democrats and Republicans. It's like they say Democrats are like middle class.
Like, damn, she's hot.
Yeah, they're all.
All right.
Actually, I don't think I'm fit for this.
All right.
We may as well give them American jobs. They're going to do them better than humans.